welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Mary and I give you guys an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you stayed for a while, grab a snack, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. It is Tuesday, but for today's video, we are not going to do a Strange Tuesday, and that is only because the next case that I was going to talk about is actually a case that I'm not too familiar with, so I do have to do a little more research. Basically, I wasn't as prepared as I needed to be, so instead we are going to skip Strange Tuesdays, so no strange happenings with Mary for today. We are just going to play with makeup. And as you all know, one of my favorite YouTubers is makemeupmissa. She picked one of my eye looks, which I appreciate so much. She recently did a series on her channel where she's doing monochromatic looks. So I thought, what a fun and great idea. It helps me play with colors, so I decided to kind of steal her idea and do that as well. For today, we are going to do a green eye look. Yes, so I'm super excited. We are going to be using the Little Norvina Volume 2 and the Just My Look by ColourPop. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, we are doing something different today. I went ahead and started on this eye, that way I can do this eye with you guys. Figured it would save us some time. Hopefully it comes out exactly the same. If not, it's okay. Alright, let me bring you guys in closer. Okay, first color I started out with was from the Just My Look eyeshadow palette by ColourPop, and the first color I dug into was Mo Bamba, and I went in with the Laura Lee Los Angeles L16. That's what she looks like. It's like a pencil brush, but I find that it's actually a little bit softer than all the other pencil brushes that I have, so it worked perfectly for this look, I feel. Eyes are already primed. I used my MAC paint pot. I did not set it or anything, so let's dig right in. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to set down like my halo eye shape that I'm going to go for. This color was actually a little bit hard to build up. I don't think this is my first time using this shade, and I did find it a little difficult to build up. It's a matte, but it has shimmer in it. But like, see how when you barely pack it, like barely anything is on there, so like you really have to pack it. If you don't have these two eyeshadow palettes, that's fine. Just get whatever you do have and whatever green colors that look similar to what I have. Alright, then I jumped into the Little Mini Norvina palette Volume 2 into the darkest green in there, and I used a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH40. That's what she looks like. And I'm going to use this color to blend out the edges of that dark green that I went into first. This is a totally different method of halo eye. I have never done this method before, so I was a little scared, but this is how some people like to build up the color, so I thought I'd try it out. I definitely feel that as a makeup artist, that's how you grow, is trying out different techniques, you know? You get so set in your ways that you don't switch things up, and sometimes it's nice to switch things up because whatever works for my eye shape could not work for somebody else's eye shape. Say I get a client and, you know, the methods that I'm used to using for my eyes might not work for their eyes. So it definitely is smart to test out different methods so that you can get good at all of the methods out there of laying down shadow. So this is definitely not how I normally do my halo eye looks, but I feel like I did okay, and it turned out pretty much how I envisioned it. and I'm basically going to go back and forth. So I'm going to blend out the edges, and then I'll go back to that first shade, and anywhere where I see that the darkness is coming off, I'll go ahead and touch it up so that I don't lose that dark forest green color. All right, the next color I am going to pick up is the lightest shade of matte green in the Mini Norvina Volume 2 palette. And this is what the brush that I'm using looks like. As you can tell, it is a brush from He Who Shall Not Be Named. And I would use a different brush, but this is the only small brush that I had that would work for this next shade that I'm going into. So I apologize for that. But if you have a brush that looks like this, go ahead and use it. This color is very pigmented, and it actually caught me off guard how pigmented it was when I used it on the other eye. But I'm using it again on the edges to blend out that second darkest green shade that I used. And even though I didn't need to, I actually ended up just covering this whole middle part, which didn't make sense because I'm still gonna end up covering that up with shimmers, but it's fine. We'll just go ahead and do it exactly how I did it in the other eye. All right, I'm basically just blending out the edges with that light shade of green. I do wish this brush was a little bit softer, but the size of it is the reason why I'm using it. It's perfect for this method of doing a halo eye. All right, the next step is the middle of this halo eye. So I'm going to go into the Mini Norvina Volume 2 palette, and I'm going to go into that light shimmery green, and I'm using a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH42. That's what she looks like. It's like a super flat brush, perfect for small surfaces like the one I'm about to go into. And I'm going to be laying this color down right in the smack center of this eye look. It's a gorgeous shade, by the way. Those micro glitters in there are so beautiful. All right, now remember guys that I go back and forth. So say I feel like I go too far out with the glitter, I just go back in with the other colors that I already used and blend out. It's just hard to show you every single thing that I do without this video being like an hour and a half long, you know? Just letting you know that I do a lot of going back and forth with all of the brushes and all of the prior colors that I already used. I am going pretty high up. Okay, and the next shade, I'm actually going to go on the other side of the same brush, and I'm going to dip into that middle lime green shimmery shade in the Just My Luck palette by ColourPop Cosmetics, and it's called Mary Jane. And I'm actually going to lay this down right in the middle of that first shimmer shade. Just like so. Okay, that's what this looks like. Now I am going to go into the darkest shimmer shade in the Just My Luck eyeshadow palette called So So. And I'm going in with a Morphe brush. It doesn't have an actual number, but that's what it looks like. It's basically like a flat packing, very small brush. I'm using this for the edges of the shimmer shadow since it's such a dark shimmer green. It's going to blend in pretty well with the dark forest green that we already have in there and just kind of make everything just blend pretty well together. It's more so that there isn't just a harsh line between those light shades and the dark forest matte green. I don't know, I felt it made everything look more seamless. And then just kind of go back and forth, guys. Blend, blend. Get rid of those harsh lines. All right, now you're probably wondering where this gold came from. Well, that gold came from the Little Elf Shimmer Shadow that they sell. I think these run for like $3 or $5, I think. I'm going to go in with a Laura Lee Los Angeles L20. This is like a little liner brush, and I figured it would be perfect for this look. Please excuse the calluses on my hands. You guys already know I do CrossFit. All right, and this gold, I am just going to do like a line right smack down in the middle and just kind of blend it out, you know? This brush just kind of works perfect for this. Alright guys, now we are going to do the lower lash line since I got my base down and everything. And the first color I started was with that darkest shade in the Just My Luck palette. It's more Mamba. And I just went all over my lower lash line, connected that corner, that outer corner. Used the same brush, the L16 by Laura Lee Los Angeles. And remember guys, I told you that this shade, really have to build it up, so make sure you're really digging into it if you are using the same palette. Today is my first time working with this shade and it took a lot to build up, so. Now I am going to jump into my Morphe and Jaclyn Hill, the JH40, and this is the one that I use, that second darkest shade from the Norvina Mini Volume 2 palette, and just kind of blend both of those colors together. As you can see, it's a very, very green eye look, and I am not mad about it. Alright, when you have those two colors nice and blended, now I'm going to jump in to that brush that I use for the lightest shade. I'm not going to say what brush it is, but if you have one that looks like this, use it. So I'm going to jump in to the lightest matte green shade from the Norvina Mini Volume 2, and I'm going to connect the top with the bottom and blend, blend, blend. That light green from the Mini Norvina palette is so pigmented, guys. Yeah, it's my first time using it and it really did surprise me at how pigmented it is. I'm going to pick up that Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush and just kind of blend some more. Alright, for the inner corner, I just picked up like an angled little brush, and I'm going to go into Just My Luck, and I'm going to use the shade Olive You, which is a shimmery like coca green brown color. And I'm going to use this for the inner corner. I know, not your typical inner corner highlight, but don't worry, we're gonna make this look good. I just really wanted to do something different for the inner corner, and I don't know, this just kind of called my name. Okay, once I got that color down, then I went into my little e.l.f. glitter shadow. This is in Bling Bling, so it's like silver, and I literally just barely dipped into it right in the corner, and this is going to go right on top of that. So we are using a lot of glitter today. I know, guys, you don't have to. This is just what I wanted to do. All right, let me get my eyelashes on and I'll be back. All right, guys, and this is the finished look. I know it's a little out there, but this is a green monochromatic look. I feel like Rita Repulsa from the Power Rangers movies a little bit, but I am not mad at it. Let me bring you in closer. Alright, so I did end up using that shimmery light green color that I used for the middle of my lid as highlight. It's only because it's green. I don't really have a green highlight. What I ended up doing is I put a nude lip, and just with some green eyeshadow I went in the middle, just to give it like a special little effect, you know. I don't have a green lip. I don't think too many people do. Let me scooch back out. I did use my green gel liner from ColourPop called Teaspoon in my waterline. I also did use the TLJ Me Too lashes by Tati Lashes. This is a collaboration that Jamie Genevieve did with Tati Lashes, and I am loving these lashes. I got 2. She released 3. I only got 2 of the pairs. The bundle of the 3 was already sold out, so I figured I would get 2. If I'm gonna pay for shipping, I might as well should have gotten 2 and not just 1, you know? I did end up using the silver glitter for highlighting my brow bone. Nikki Tutorials does that, and I thought I would try it today, and I think it looks pretty good. So this is it. This is the final look. I'm pretty happy with it. It's definitely a very out there look, but I loved playing with the greens today. It was so much fun. Again, I use the Norvina Mini Volume 2 and the Just My Look by ColourPop Cosmetics. Both great eyeshadow palettes. They worked beautifully. Well, I really hope that you loved this look. Stay tuned to see what other color is next. I am super excited for the little series, and I have Make Me Up Missa to thank for inspiring me and doing what she did and doing a little monochromatic series, just because it's fun. It's fun playing with color, and focusing just on that one color is even more fun because you really do get creative. If you haven't done so already, I would love it if you give this video a big ol' thumbs up. It really helps me out in the algorithm and it doesn't hurt. Also, if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family. So please make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you. I welcome anyone. And I still have that little giveaway going on for a free Ulta gift card. So I'll go ahead and link it down below. I'll give it like 2 or 3 more days, and then I'll pick a winner. So far, only 3 people have entered. So you have a very good chance of winning. All right, well, I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.